Hello Saber Forum, Manroon here again. No review this time, I'm just straight up showing off. This is the finished customizations to my recent grab bag Dominix V2 from ultrasabers. I've christened this saber Wild Horse. Some of you already know. I did this over as a tribute saber to Ranma Saotome of the anime Ranma 1/2. Quick rundown here of the hilt, just to show you what it looks like generally. As you can see, it has a lot of graffiti on it. This is actually intentional. It's part of the design. Saber does have a blazing red mid-grade blade on it. Really nice, even glow. It is a little bit more red than it's showing up, but I think it comes across okay on the camera. I put this white leather wrap stitched on around the emitter as the character. Reason I chose the red blade, the character pretty much always wears a red shirt with white cuffs. Mandarin Chinese martial arts shirt. And anyways, basic points of the character. It's a boy martial artist, teenager, falls into a cursed spring, turns into a girl when he gets hit with cold water, hot water reverses it. Means that there's a lot of tea kettles in the anime, which is where this copper band came from. And the odd symbol on here is actually a 1/2 sign in Aurebesh, which is because of the show, Ranma 1/2, so you have that. And the graffiti here actually says, well, this strand here says "Foolish Boy," which is a line from Ranma's dad throughout the show. And over here, "Stupid Pops," which is a common reply Ranma gives to his dad. And they do commonly actually write on each other's stuff, jokes, things like that. Red down here, one of my favorite parts, is graffiti from Ranma's sort of reluctant fiance. Parents arranged it, kids don't really like it, but they do actually like each other, as you see if you watch the show. And that basically just says "Ranma, you idiot" in Japanese, written in Aurebesh, so I'm pretty weird, but I did that, it came out pretty nice, I rather like it. And down here on just above the pommel, in Aurebesh again, is "Tomboy," which is what Ranma commonly insults his fiancée with. That is about the basic rundown of the saber. I also, on the white leather cuff here, I did put in the punched hole for the accent light, and also the second one below it to access the retention bolt, so it's a fully working saber. I will say, if you want to do something like this, you can kind of see here, the copper paint does not adhere well. This is, don't remember for sure, I believe I used Krylon, but it just doesn't adhere well to anything I've put it on. Didn't work too well on PVC either, but it did work a little better than this. I have clear coated it, it still chips a little bit, and there doesn't seem to be too much I can do about that. The larger chip is because something got stuck there while I was painting it, so, but the smaller one just happened on its own. I believe it's due to the polished anodized finish on this. The paint just won't adhere to it. The acrylic I put on here seems to do a lot better, but overall this is just more of a show hilt, is what I intended it for. It's not so much of a combat hilt, which is fine with me. That's what I wanted it for, and it works great for that. It is still a decent fighting hilt. I have dueled with it a little bit, test drove it, ran it through some Form 2 stuff, and it did pretty well. But yeah, if I were to take it out and start really fighting with it, I think I'd go through and clear coat over the acrylic, just to be safe. And I would advise you to do the same if you plan to use any acrylic on a fighting saber somewhere where your hand grip is. So there you have it. That's Wild Horse, tribute saber for Ranma Saotome of Ranma 1/2. Great anime. Very classic. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Thank you, and may the Force be with you.